The Chicago Snowbirds have found themselves a new cubbyhole right here in Mesa, Arizona. Now to some teams that actually have a shot at a championship. The NBA playoffs are in full swing, and last night, two teams, the Los Angeles Clippers and the Memphis Grizzlies, needed bounce-back wins after their tough Game 1 losses. Coach McQuaid loved receiving the award, but he said his favorite part of the night was when he walked back to the dugout and asked his team what their record was, and they replied, 0-0. Big blockbuster trades yesterday in the NHL, but one trumped them all. The New York Rangers and the Tampa Bay Lightning swapped leaders just before the deadline. Even though their practice field is only 5 minutes away from the university, Spencer says the biggest difference and challenge that ASU faces is the fact that they have to practice on a lake and not in the ocean. Whether he is on the gridiron or the diamond, Colton Gerhardt can flat out ball out. Colton comes from a family of athletes, where his two older brothers, Toby and Garth, both played football and are in the NFL. Like Garth, Colton decided to make Arizona State University his playground for the next few years.
ASU was a place where I felt comfortable, and the coaches seemed accepting of both sports, so it just worked out.
And in Colton's senior year, he transferred from Norco High School to Vista Murrieta High School and has shown his new baseball coach that a little football on the diamond never hurts.
To me, I love that mentality. I want that toughness. I want that grittiness, and someone who's just going to get after it and doesn't want to fail. And he's that guy. He wants to be perfect.
Failing might be a part of baseball, but it's not part of football. And Coach Mosiello doesn't think failing is in Colton's future.
He's one of those rare guys that could do it at a Pac-12 level. Not many guys can do both sports, but he's definitely talented enough, smart enough, has a work ethic where he can do both.
And even though Colton will be playing two sports, there's just one thing on his mind.
Coming in there to take the starting spot and be the man, maybe a national championship too.
Now that's something even his older brothers would be jealous about. In Temecula, California, I'm Michael Kandaris, Cronkite Sports. Tempe Town Lake, a place for families and friends to gather, but on the weekends, the lake is home to the ASU Sailing Club.
Our race sails have like a 6-foot-tall Sparky on them.
Ever since he was named captain after his freshman orientation, Spencer Branch has brought a lot of experience and know-how to ASU sailing.
I hope that we can keep growing as much as we can because we've only stepped up.
Even though ASU never hosts, the club travels once a month to California to compete in a regatta against other universities. Branch and the rest of the team face many challenges when it comes to training for these races. Even though their practice field is only 5 minutes away from the university, Spencer says the biggest difference and challenge that ASU faces is the fact that they have to practice on a lake and not in the ocean.
They have better conditions, more consistent wind. They have options of sailing in a harbor or going out into the ocean and sailing in swell.
These conditions make it tough for the club to prepare.
Imagine playing football with like a chessboard. There's so many variables, anything can change at every given moment.
But that's part of the sport. With major challenges come major rewards.
It's just you, your boat, the wind, and you sort of feel a different sense of freedom on the water.
A freedom few get to enjoy. In Tempe, I'm Michael Kandaris, Cronkite Sports.